Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor to be here today as we come together in a shared mission to protect, prepare, and assist the citizens of the state of Missouri. My name is Tim Fain. I am the new director of the Missouri State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA. My journey began right out of high school when I enlisted in the United States Army to become a paramedic. From the very beginning, I knew that serving others was my calling, and I wanted to make a difference by protecting and caring for the communities where I grew up. Since becoming a professional firefighter, advancing my education was always a top priority. I have a bachelor's of science in fire administration with a focus of fire investigation and state certification as fire inspector, fire investigator, and fire instructor. I have worked in the local fire service for 40 years and have served as fire chief for the city of Olivet from 1997 to 2012, and then for the city of Ladue for the last 14 years. Throughout my career, I have advanced through the ranks from firefighter, lieutenant, captain, battalion chief, and assistant chief. These experiences have provided me with a broad perspective on the fire service and the importance of collaboration and coordination across all emergency management organizations. As we embark on this journey together, I am reminded of the words of a great Missourian, President Harry S. Truman, who said, "It is amazing what we can do if we don't care who gets the credit." This statement resonates me. We can accomplish great things when we remain focused on what is the best for the entire state rather than individual communities or ourselves. Emergency management is a team effort, and by working together consistently, we can better serve and protect the communities that rely on us. SEMA's goals over the next 5 years is to make the community safer, less vulnerable, with the ability to withstand any hazards or disasters. Our mission is to help people of Missouri prepare for, respond to, and recover from any disaster while upholding our core values of respect, integrity, trust, honesty, and compassion. We are committed to supporting one another as we work together to fulfill that mission. There are several strategic objectives I have identified to help achieve these goals. My vision for SEMA is to become a national leader in coordinating resilient emergency management. Success will not be measured solely by the response when disasters occurs, but how well we have prepared beforehand, how effectively we work together during an incident, and how quickly our communities recover afterwards. Every decision we make over the next 5 years should move us closer to that vision. To accomplish that, I have several strategic objectives. Establish responder wellness programs, and build a workforce wellness culture. People are the foundation of everything else. Provide mental, physical, and professional support, tools, training, and a safe, welcoming environment that empowers innovation and prevents emergency management from being asked to manage issues outside their scope. Naturally expand on workforce wellness. Shows you how we will achieve that culture. Increase diversity in emergency response leadership through targeted recruitment, development, and succession planning. Continue the workforce theme. Connect to building a stronger, more representative, organization of the future. Clarify roles and responsibilities by defining and communicating how agencies and other individuals interact to enable faster, more effective crisis response. Once we have built that workforce, focus on organizational effectiveness. This is a cornerstone of emergency management in the ICS NIMS principles. Reduce coordination delays with upgraded interoperability technology and streamlined communication protocols. Technology should support clearly defined roles and processes, not become before them. Increase statewide disaster exercise participation by 25% to strengthen readiness and interoperability. After roles and technologies are in place, you evaluate them through training and exercises. Expand mutual aid to all Missouri counties and to ensure consistent support and resource sharing statewide. This becomes the accumulation of all previous efforts. Wellness, leadership, organization, technology, and training all support statewide collaboration. Effective emergency management is built on our ability to create a framework that reduces vulnerability to all hazards. To do this, we must focus on 4 critical phases. Mitigation. We will do all we can to prevent emergencies or mitigate the threat of the unavoidable hazard, such as floods, buyout, community tornado safe rooms, through grants, training, and practices. Preparedness. We will utilize the emergency management training EMT curriculum to offer comprehensive courses for local officials and volunteers. Response. We will be ready to organize a proper resources at a moment's notice. If a state of emergency is declared, SEMA will lead the response through the State Emergency Operations Center, the EOC. Recovery is just the key as the initial response. We will partner with federal entities and provide repair, restoration, and long-term support for individuals and public facilities. Specialized teams are the backbone of our response during the disaster. No single agency has every capability required to manage a major emergency, which is why collaboration, coordination are essential. Whether we are facing tornadoes, floods, hazardous material incidents, or mass casualty incidents, specialized teams allow us to quickly bring together the right expertise, equipment, personnel, when and where they are needed the most. They strengthen our ability to support local authorities and ensure the coordination response across the state. Our state has Missouri search and rescue teams, the MSARS teams, in every region, including urban search and rescue units, water rescue teams. We also maintain Missouri mortuary operations response teams for mass casualty events, as well as Missouri Disaster Chaplaincy Program for the ill and bereaved. We must also recognize the critical role of fire departments play in providing emergency medical services during the disaster. My goal is to bring these agencies together to create, integrate emergency management teams. Disaster can be chaotic, but fire departments are highly trained to triage, treat, transport patients. Armed with dual-role cross-training firefighters, we can deploy fire teams for everything from building collapses to medical emergencies, private sector, and government. There's no single agency that can do it alone. We need to build strong partnerships with the private sectors and elected government officials. Private companies can provide logistics and specialized services, and community organizations like the Missouri Volunteer Organization can provide the on-the-ground knowledge of volunteer workforce through our Emergency Operations Center. We will ensure a seamless exchange of situational awareness with our private sector partners. Those partnerships cannot begin when disaster strikes. They must already be in place. That means meeting regularly, training together, sharing information, and building trust along before an emergency occurs. When relationships established before an incident, coordination becomes faster, communication improves, and our response is stronger and unified. We will also collaborate closely with elected officials because they lead the public response and advocate for their constituents' interests. My role as the director is to work with FEMA to secure funding for new fire departments, apparatuses, strategic national stockpile of life-saving medical supplies. Wildland fires are a serious threat to our environment and communities. I will focus on enhancing forestry management by identifying the most vulnerable areas of the state and implementing strategic mitigations. If a fire breaks out, we will rely on our mutual aid agreements. Education is also vital to our efforts. We will launch campaigns to inform the public about fire prevention, how to secure their homes during wildfire emergencies. Emergency management is evolving and rapidly. To remain effective and resilient, we must prioritize responders' wellness, strengthening the sustained community trust, advance workforce equity, embracing emergency technologies, and safeguard against cyber and operational threats. Priorities integrate recent lessons and include measurable actions to strengthen responsible capabilities. Key wellness actions address staffing shortages, overtime, burnout, by prioritizing mental health and conducting structured post-incident debriefing to allow staff decompress with their families. Responders' wellness reduce burnout with shift limits, surge staffing, mental health resources, structured post-incident debriefing, and wellness matrix. Community trusts use mass notification, multilingual accessible messaging, transparent reporting, community liaison, and trust measurements. Equity. Recruit and mentor underrepresented groups. Provide culture competency training, include diverse community input, and track demographic indicators. Governance. Create emergency trend working groups. Define KPIs. Review quarterly and integrate findings into planning and budgeting. Finally, we must prepare for future by providing rigorous professional development. As threats like terrorism and active shooter incidents evolve, our organizations need to implement, train, and integrate response tactics with community engagement, with mental health support. We will provide local departments with professional facilitators and workshops to help foster interagency collaboration through joint training exercises, enabling unified responses. Our mission, the state of Missouri, the state emergency management agency mission is to help our fellow Missourians prepare for, respond to, recover from all emergencies. Each step will be guided by our core values of respect, integrity, trust, honesty, and compassion. In summary, over the next several years, I am committed to building stronger, more resilient Missouri, focusing on community collaboration. By fostering partnerships across various sectors, we can ensure resources and ideas reach those in need. Embracing innovation through new technologies and smart policies will help tackle challenges proactively. I am excited about the potential of these innovations to open new opportunities for all Missourians. I am to enhance job training and workforce development, empowering Missourians to adapt and thrive. This journey relies on our shared community's commitment to listen and being accountable. I appreciate everyone's contribution so far and look forward to working together to achieve meaningful progress in our community.